Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video, and let's just kind of dive right in. Obviously a lot of news out over the weekend, and the markets gapped up big time based on that news. We had trade deal stuff, good news just coming out from all the woodworks, right? All the news that's been pent up and ready to go. And so what happened? So the markets gapped up, and instead of exploding higher, kind of spent the day fizzling, 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 fizzling. And it just kind of brings up a question here. And of course, this is something I've talked about with the internals quite a bit. Is that when the internals are kind of teed up and showing that everybody's already long, and you get something that comes out like this, and it's like, oh my God, this is the good news is finally out, and that's the reaction. It's like, okay, well now what's it going to take from there to get this market to rally? And in absence of good news, then what happens? Because for a market to go higher, it takes extreme force, extreme buying power. But all that has to happen for a market to fall is a lack of buyers. All right. So you just want to ask yourself as we go into this week here, and it's a light trading week, only 3.5 trading days. But in lieu of any good news, what happens from here at these extended levels? All right, so you just want to kind of be careful with that. Of course, that's the S&Ps. If we take a look at IWM, the Russell, you can see the Russell here started off strong, but then spent most of the day selling off. If we take a look at the transports, started off strong, spent most of the day selling off. It doesn't mean that the markets roll over and die. It's just be careful if you're long here. This is a great place to take chips off the table, unless you've got some specific signals here that you're looking at. All right. So for example, on the long side, one stock I like here is Disney, but at least on the daily chart, there's not really a signal there, right? I mean, there is on some other time frames which we can take a look at. So a couple things like that, and so I'll show you some of the other signals here too. All right, so tomorrow on Tuesday, I'm going to do a free webinar on just kind of some signals that if you're not aware of, I just want to let you know. I'm going to show you a couple examples here of the kind of signals that are popping up on this that are not showing up on the old system. And if you go to simplertrading.com/demo, you can take a look at this. But let me show you a couple. So as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the squeeze. Still love it. I can't look at a chart without it. But the main thing here, and again, whatever time frame you're looking at, the question is there a better way to look at this? Is there better inputs? And if we look at this, using the normal settings here, it's kind of like, well, I mean, this kind of one dot caught the down move today, but that was, one dot squeeze, and then this kind of happened. But if we look at this with the updated settings, you can see all of a sudden all the new kind of settings here, which the Squeeze Pro is designated by like these black dots, and then sometimes you'll see orange dots. So here you have the normal squeeze, great. But that part we were just looking at, first of all, there was nothing here. You can see there was a nice squeeze there, and we had that rally there Friday, and boom. And then this afternoon, we actually had a really solid, not only a squeeze setting up, but a solid sell signal here for a nice day trade in the futures to the downside. All right. And then if you look at W day here on a daily chart, you might think, oh, this thing already had a squeeze. This move is over, so I have no trade here, right? Well, if you plug on the Squeeze Pro onto the daily chart, you're going to see something that's pretty interesting, where not only did that old squeeze fire off, but a new one formed with new settings, and we got a buy signal on that today. All right, this happens over and over and over again, where these squeezes come up that the old one, again, I'm not throwing the old one under the bus. I still like it. I still look at it. But I want to know where the new signals are coming from because they're faster, they're more accurate, and I'm able to do from swing trading to day trading. All right, so that's what I'll be talking about on Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Again, free webinar. If you've already got the Squeeze Pro, feel free to come along. There's nothing to get. Just show you some more updated moves and things like that too. If you aren't aware of it, then this will be kind of a treat because you'll see something that you have not seen before and didn't know it was out there. So simplertrading.com/demo. All right, looking forward to it. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.